Hi guys, today I bring you Issavi Sewers plus 600 plus EK, as this place is really hard, so I don't recommend going there before level 600. Let's take a look at the results. So I have three different results for you, and on the left hand side right here, you can see the results from when I went there around level 540 without best in slot equipment. So you can see I have my Cobra Hood, my Lion Plate, and Axe Ring, while the two results on the right here are at level 580 with best in slot equipment equipped, basically the whole Spirit Thorn set. And also you can see that at level 540 I had a Priestess on defense spray, and at level 580 I didn't have any defense sprays active. Now you can see that the difference in results is huge, right? The raw experience went from about 4.7 million to about 5.5, and the loot went from about 500k per hour to about 1k per hour. So I definitely think you will need the best in slot equipment to make the most of this place, at least around this level. Probably around level 800 or 900 you wouldn't need the best in slot equipment, because it's going to be much easier at that level. Nevertheless, if you want to check out this place at level 600, definitely recommend full best in slot equipment. Definitely recommend one combat prey as well, because this place is really hard. So definitely don't take it easy here. This is a very tough place, but as you can see from my results on the right, once you do have that equipment and that skill, it actually is a pretty good place, right? So if you look at the results, I give it about 5.5 million raw experience, which is about 8.2 on 150% with up to 1kk per hour loot. So that is not bad, right? Those are good results, keeping in mind that this place is really damn hard. With regards to bestiary, I have about 7 hours for gladiators, 11 hours for priestesses, and about 20 hours for acolytes. However, I will mention that there is another alternative place where you can get acolytes much quicker, and I will be making a separate video on this topic in a week or two. So personally, I recommend getting the gladiators and the priestess bestiaries here, but finishing the acolytes in a different place. But like I said, more on that in a different video. Moving on. Recommend level 600 plus, no quest required to enter this place. You will need your ice weapon. You should consider bringing a few energy bombs. So what you can do is you can put an energy bomb underneath yourself, and then unless you are AoE Exile Mass attacking the summons, the skeleton elite warriors that are summoned by the acolytes, they will not come to you if you've got the energy bomb, right? They can't walk over energy. So that's one way to ensure that the skeletons don't surround you. Because they do hit a lot. However, I will say that at this spawn, there's not that many acolytes. Hence, there are not that many skeleton elite warriors normally. So, personally, I'm not that keen on using the energy bombs at this spawn. If you have 3 or 4 acolytes on you for some reason, sure, use the energy bomb to make sure that the skeletons don't surround you. But otherwise, I wouldn't really bother using the energy bombs if you only have like 1 acolyte on you. And this place can effectively be hunted by knights solo and by duos. Any other combination, in my opinion, is not going to be very good. I recommend all standard imbuements. I recommend 1 fire defense imbuement. Energy is also going to be more or less okay. And I do recommend 1 combat prey. As you saw in the screenshots, I was hunting there without any and it was fine, but it was really hard. So 1 combat prey, definitely recommend it. And for damage breakdown, as mentioned, fire and energy are your key elemental protections that you will need. Physical protection, obviously, as well, but it's only 45% at this spawn. With regards to supplies, 2.4k strong mana per hour, and I use about 450 supreme health potions per hour. Like I mentioned, this place is hard, so, you know, for me, 450 supremes per hour is a lot, so I did have to use a lot of them. And about 50 energy bombs, like I mentioned, just in case. With regards to charms, you want Freeze on Burning Gladiator, Low Blow on Priestess, and Divine Wrath on Acolyte if you have them unlocked. For the wheel, I do recommend Exile Mass cooldown reduction. You will mostly be killing 7-8 monsters at a time. And also, you do have the added benefit of the Gift of Life, which, you know, at this place is very helpful because you can trigger Gift of Life here now and then. So it's definitely very helpful. And the character you'll see in the video is a 580 EK with 128 axe skill of loyalty and no praise active. Before I take a look at the route, quick shout out to all my YouTube members as Jador, Kuchu, Pashigu, Papu, Tlaskis, Javi, Exile, and Defect Muzgu. Thank you very much, guys, for all your support. And let's take a look at the route. So I normally come in around here, and I'll usually do a pull around here. I will then move and usually do a pull around here. I will then go, and this one is kind of awkward because sometimes there's not enough monsters, so wherever you get enough monsters, that's where you do a pull. Then I'll usually go all the way south and do my next pull somewhere in the middle of this room. At that point, I will backtrack and I'll go to the left. I'll usually, so this is kind of awkward as well because there's a lot of monsters around here. So what I usually do is I'll usually do like maybe a mini pull here, usually maybe 5-6 monsters. And once I've cleared those, I'll usually run in here and do a big pull in this room. Like this one's pretty dangerous though, so do be careful. Now personally, I skip this room. I skip this one because I don't need that much respawn. The rest of the respawn is enough for me. But if you are struggling with respawn, you can also come down here and do another pull over here. Nevertheless, I don't do that one. So let's move on. I'll then go back up here and do a pull around here. I then go to the left and do a pull here. And then I go south and to the left and I do a pull somewhere around here. At that point, I just need to get back to where I started from. So I go all the way back here. I do one extra pull here. And that's it. And that's it. I then go up here through the little bridge. Sometimes you need to be a little bit careful because there's one SQM passage. So sometimes you need to wait for monsters to come out and then run in. And then I basically do another pull there. I'm just going to quickly mark the pulls yet again in red because they might be quite hard to see due to the colors. So usually for me, this is more or less what it looks like. This is where I do all the pulls. And as mentioned, you know, this place is really hard. Okay, so you need to be careful because those monsters hurt a lot. But experience and profit is pretty great. And also this place is not really that popular. I pretty much always find it free. Maybe unless it's double experience weekend, then maybe someone's hunting here. But otherwise, it's pretty free. Yeah, pretty good idea. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned that there's going to be a second place where you can get Acolyte Bestiary. So just as a hint, this section is where you're going to be starting that hunt. But more about that in the next video. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.